A friend secret. I still remember the first time I met Lena. She had a warm smile and soft brown eyes that seemed to understand everything without words. We were both young, full of dreams, and curious about life. Every afternoon we met at the park near our college, walking for hours and talking about our hopes, our fears, and the little things that made us laugh. She loved music, and there was always a tune on her lips. I loved books and often told her stories from my favorite novels. Somehow, we balanced each other perfectly. Those were some of the happiest days of my life. But there was also Daniel, my best friend since childhood. We grew up together, shared everything, and trusted each other completely. Daniel was charming, funny, and always around. At first, it felt great to have him and Lena get along. I believed that friendship could only grow stronger when the people I cared about became friends too. But I was wrong. Slowly, I began to notice small things that didn't feel right. Daniel often joked about me in front of Lena, saying things like, "He forgets everything," or "He's terrible at making decisions." It sounded harmless, just friendly teasing, and Lena would laugh. But sometimes I saw her expression change for a moment, her smile fading slightly before returning again. I ignored it, trusting Daniel completely. One weekend we planned to go to the lake, a place we all loved. I arrived early expecting to see Lena, but she wasn't there. Instead, Daniel was waiting, looking unusually serious. "Lena's upset with you," he said. My heart sank. "Why?" I asked. He shrugged casually. "She feels like you don't really listen to her." I was confused because I always listened. We talked every day, but the way he said it made me doubt myself. When I saw Lena the next day, she was distant. She didn't smile like before. Her voice was quiet, and she looked at her phone more than she looked at me. Whenever I asked what was wrong, she said, "Nothing." But I could feel something slipping away. Over the next few days, the laughter between us faded. Her replies became shorter, colder. Meanwhile, Daniel was always there comforting her, telling me to give her space. "She just needs time," he'd say softly. I wanted to believe him, but deep down, something didn't feel right. Then one evening, Lena sent me a message that broke my heart. "I think we should take a break." I stared at the screen, reading the words again and again, hoping I had misunderstood. The truth was clear. I had lost her, and I didn't even know why. The next day, I met Daniel. He looked at me with a sad face and said, "I'm sorry, man. Maybe Lena just needs something different." His words cut deep, but I stayed silent. A quiet voice inside me whispered that he knew more than he was saying. I tried to move on, but the pain followed me everywhere. Every place reminded me of her. The park, the songs she hummed, the bench where we used to sit. Then one afternoon, I saw them together. Daniel and Lena were sitting close on that same bench, talking quietly. She looked sad. He looked serious. For a moment, I wanted to go to them and ask what was happening, but I stopped myself. I told myself that Daniel was just being a good friend. I wish I hadn't. That night, I couldn't sleep. Memories kept playing in my mind like a broken film. Every word, every laugh, every joke suddenly felt different. Slowly, the truth became clear. Daniel hadn't been helping me. He had been helping himself. He had turned Lena against me, one small comment at a time, until she believed that I was the problem. I wanted proof, something to show her, but I had none. all I had were my words, and I knew she wouldn't believe them anymore. So I waited. I watched. I started to see the pattern clearly. Every time she looked upset, Daniel was there to comfort her. Every time I tried to reach out, he told me to give her space. He had built a wall between us, and I had unknowingly helped him build it. Then one afternoon, I walked into the cafe where we used to hang out. They were there again. I sat nearby, pretending not to notice, and heard Daniel's voice. "He never really understood you," he said softly. "You deserve someone who listens, someone who really cares." My hands trembled with anger. That was the moment everything became clear. I stood up and walked toward them. Lena looked surprised. Daniel's smile disappeared. "Lena," I said calmly, "did I ever make you feel like I didn't care?" Before she could answer, Daniel interrupted. "Come on, man. Don't do this here." But I ignored him. "Think about it," I said to her. "Every time you started doubting me, who was there telling you I was wrong? Who made you feel that way?" For the first time, Lena hesitated. I saw confusion in her eyes, a flicker of realization. She turned to Daniel. "Tom, is that true?" she asked quietly. He looked away. "I was just trying to help," he muttered, but his voice was weak. The silence said everything. Lena stood up. "I need time," she whispered. "I need to think." She walked away, leaving both of us sitting there. I watched her go, feeling both pain and relief. I had finally told the truth, but I didn't know if it would be enough. Daniel didn't speak. He just sat there, pale, guilt written all over his face. Maybe he realized what he had done. Maybe not. But I knew one thing. I was done letting others control my story. Days passed, and Lena didn't call. Maybe she needed time to see the truth. Or maybe she was gone forever. But I wasn't angry anymore. I had lost her, yes, but I had found something more important. The truth about friendship and trust. Some people wear the mask of a friend, but behind that mask, envy quietly grows. And sometimes it's not strangers who hurt you the most. It's the ones you believed never would. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Emma English Practice.